Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. I'm Chetan Singh and we'll be talking on the first grid-tied solar project in Bhutan. Well, Bhutan is a tiny Himalayan nation with over 700,000 population and a total hydropower generation of about 2,300 megawatt. As the world embraces the renewable technology such as the wind and solar, Bhutan at her behest started with the pilot project on wind and solar. 600 kilowatt wind turbines are installed as you can see in the picture, and of late 180 kilowatt grid-tied solar farm has been commissioned. In this session, we will discuss about the pilot project on solar implemented in Bhutan, thus paving way for larger solar farms. Along the course of the presentation, we will be discussing various topics, namely driving forces, solar energy resource assessment as a means of pre-feasibility study, design concepts and layout, and general details like ownership, location, investment, capacity, and components, among others. The pilot solar PV project is a grid-tied project at 11 kV system voltage. Funded by UNDP, the project was executed at a cost of $200,000 and completed within 9 months. Located at Robesa, a small village in Wangdi district of Bhutan, the 180 kilowatt solar farm is owned by Department of Renewable Energy under Ministry of Economic Affairs. However, its operation and maintenance is being done by Bhutan Power Corporation Limited. One of the Sustainable Development Goals, affordable and clean energy, has been the main driver of the solar project. Bhutan depends totally on hydropower. Nonetheless, the royal government of Bhutan's effort to diversify the energy resources along with hydro as the bedrock is another critical driver of this project. Further, the promotion of green energy and to remain as carbon neutral at all times are also the prominent drivers. The map shows Bhutan's rich solar irradiance pattern. The project site has an average irradiation of 4.62 kilowatt hour per meter square per day. As you can see from the table, the irradiance increases from January and reaches to its optimum by May, June and July, and thereafter decreases until December, and the cycle follows a similar pattern. The landscape of the project site is such that it faces perfectly south direction and experiences sunlight without any obstruction throughout the day, making it an ideal site for developing solar power plant. The sun path for the summer solstice, that is the longest day, is plotted, and we have daylight duration of approximately 13 hours 53 minutes. However, for the winter solstice, the daylight duration is just about 10 hours approximately. The simulations were carried out using PBSys software for finding out the optimum tilt angle. Although a tilt angle of 30 degrees would have been the suitable choice, however, owing to the extra support structures required and a minimum loss of 0.1% at 28 degrees, hence the project authority decided to take 28 degrees as the tilt angle. With the finalization of tilt angle, now we can find the height of obstruction, maximum shadow length, the spacing, and the pitch distance using the given formulas. Thus, we have height of 1.97 meter, spacing of 3.2 meter, and pitch distance of 6.9 meter. With all the above information so far, let's see a video presentation on the project. Enjoy it. A grid-tied PV system consists of PV panels, inverters, power conditioning unit, and grid connection switchgears. The solar panel converts sunlight into electrical energy, which is a direct current. The conjunction box combines the group of parallel connected module strings and connects it to the inverter. Here, the inverter converts the DC power to three-phase AC power. The three-phase supply is then guided through AC/DB panel and then stepped up through the transformer. The power is ultimately connected to the grid. Some of the components that have been used in this project are the 345 watt Trina solar panel, Delta Electronic make 90 kilowatt string inverter, and string combiner boxes or conjunction box as we talked earlier. Now let's look at the technical design and layout of the PV system. We have 11 rows and each rows consists of two parallel strings of PV modules. Each row can produce 16.56 kilowatt of power at 905 volt. Therefore, 11 rows produces roughly 180 kilowatt. The two parallel strings in each rows are connected together by string combiner boxes. The output from the left row string combiners are connected to the inverter 1. Similarly, the output from the right rows are connected to the inverter 2. The output from these inverters are then guided to the AC/DB panel. From here, the AC power gets stepped up through the step-up transformer and finally gets connected to the grid. A bit of MATLAB simulation has been carried out, so enjoy watching. Now that the project has been executed successfully, what are its outcomes? Well, we could start with enhancing the economic diversity through solar energy integration. With this, Bhutan affirms its international commitments to remain carbon neutral at all times, thereby promoting green energy. The pilot project gave us a confidence and demonstrated the feasibility and the viability for large-scale PV technology. Thus, we could enhance our institutional capacity on solar technology. With this, I would like to acknowledge the support from every individual in coming out with this presentation. Lots of references have been used from various websites and reports, to which I would like to acknowledge and thank all the authors of those articles. Lastly, I would like to thank Professor for giving us this opportunity through which I could learn in much details the concept of solar technology. Thank you.